Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Maramida. Good morning, Le Sewer. Good morning, Tacoma. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister in Terry's House of Tires, Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark.
That's me. House of Tires.
How you doing?
I am fine. Thank you, Jason. How are you today?
I'm doing well. You look as fresh as a Georgia peach.
A Georgia peach?
You do. You look sensational today.
Why, thank you. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, you look fresh, not tired at all. You must have had a wonderful weekend.
I did. I had a great weekend.
Perfect, perfect. I'm barely dressed today. Now, this is on purpose, actually. We have Sweater Friday, and now we're in No Coat Monday, a little cash.
Oh, okay.
Now, the reason is because we no longer have dressing rooms here at Fox 9. Kim Jong-un demolished them, and we're building brand new ones, I guess, like next year or something. So I had to get dressed literally right here, right in front of the set.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was Donald Ducking it, for about 5 minutes, hoping no one would walk into the studio.
Yeah.
But no one did. I do have pants on below here. I do have pants. Just a
He
little.
swears.
Right there. See?
There it is.
Right there. Right there, right in the middle of the set. That's right. Thank you, Leo. I was done. No, actually, I was getting ready back there. Still a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm back there, and I'm putting my tie on, and I hear Jeff's little footprint, steps like a little mouse, like a little barn mouse. And I thought, okay, he knows, but if it's not Jeff, photographer Eric, we're friends. He could just walk back there.
Right.
While I'm Donald Ducking it.
What would you do?
What would I do? Well, Eric, I wouldn't be embarrassed. Eric, it's like whatever. It's Eric.
Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But so I'm hoping Jeff's going to get me little doors, little saloon doors for that. Right. Thank you, Leo. Right there.
Right there.
See that little nook right there where the lights? We're going to get just saloon doors, and I'll put a little warning. Donald Ducking it back there. Don't come back there. So.
Little sign.
Little sign. Where are you changing? Because that's me. But you ladies, you don't have a dressing room anymore either.
I know. I get ready at my desk, and I've been doing my hair in the bathroom. Well, I get changed at home.
Yeah.
I change at home.
And I don't, because I do the radio show from here at Fox. Call me kooky, but I don't want to do the radio show in a suit. Yeah. So I come in my G.I. Joe pajamas, basically, and then I change right after our 9 o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
And get into this gear here, this little get up. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend. We have a great show. Ernie Hudson's coming up today from Ghostbusters. And then head over to our Facebook page right now because we don't really do a question of the day, but today we did. And the question is, what television show does everyone around you love, but you hate? Like some examples. Seinfeld, The Housewives, Sorry Ted, The Bachelor. Everyone loves them, but you hate it. Let us know, and we're going to read some funny responses coming up a little bit later. There's some good ones, and some I agree with.
Yep.
And I have a show that I watched over the weekend.
You no likey.
A lot of you told me to watch it. No. Didn't like. But right now, let's get started, Leo. Time for the hot dish. Roll it. Over 100 people told me to watch this show.
They were all wrong.
All wrong. Oh, well. SNL was new over the weekend, and William Dafoe was the guest host. And you're thinking to yourself, really? He's good, though. And in his monologue, he poked fun at his very expressive face. Look at this.
Some people tell me that my acting is over the top. But to me, one man's over the top is another man's engaged performance. For instance, in this scene, people assume I'm about to toss somebody off a building. When in reality, I was just reading a really good book. Look, I can't help that I have an expressive face. I can't control it. I don't think about controlling it. I'm not one of those subtle actors like Nicolas Cage or Al Pacino. Maybe that's why people come up to me and say, you know what role you'd be perfect for? The Joker. Always nice to hear that you got the vibe of a sociopath.
I like the guy. I thought he did really well. Look, I think you can read everything on this face. You know, my buddy Alexis on the radio show, I used to come into the radio show used to be after TV when I hosted another show here at Fox 9. And I would come into the radio studio and she would go, hi. She goes, ooh, you weren't happy today. And I went, she goes, Jason, everything shows on your face. Like you can tell when I wasn't happy with the show or maybe a guest or someone I was working with.
No poker face.
No, I know. I would be horrible at poker. A, because I don't understand the game of poker.
Oh, that's a big one.
And B, I don't have a poker face. Do you? I don't know this. Do you have you can kind of tell on your face.
Yeah, I try, but no, it's very clear.
Yeah,
too,
very evident.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. By the way, if you didn't know this, Willem grew up in Wisconsin. I did not know that until today.
Right, Appleton.
Yeah. It was overall, I got to tell you, it was a really good episode. And I was a little curious of him. I like him, but I thought that's an odd choice. I mean, I know he's in Spider-Man right now. Spoiler alert, but I mean, if you saw the trailer, you know, and the movie's been out for a month, so don't email me. So
I thought it was good-ish.
Good-ish.
I didn't love it, but I liked Peyton Manning.
That was great.
He was funny.
Yeah. Next, football. Just kidding. Next in the dish. It's been about a month since The Masked Singer wrapped up, and that means it's time for a new season. Of course, we can't go too many weeks without a new Masked Singer.
Nope.
Our lovely network dropped a teaser for the upcoming season. Look.
There's a call going out to celebrities far and wide. A signal to come together for the most epic competition of all time. Witness the unbelievable new season. A legendary battle between the good, the bad, and the cuddly.
Do I make fun of my own network? Okay, I gotta. That promo, that promo was just a lot.
It was a lot.
The show's a lot. Again, what's my favorite part of The Masked Singer?
What?
I know. I shouldn't ask you any hard questions today. You're a 44 record on 38 today. I should know better.
Oh, tell me, what is it?
Just gonna say, somebody on this set might have had a few too many mimosas over the weekend. I won't say whom, but somebody. Thank you, Leo. Anyway, you know, my favorite part, and it's executive producer Jeff's favorite part, is when they go to the judging panel and they have to guess who it is, and they make the most outrageous guesses ever. Like
Ronald Reagan.
People that you know are not going to be on the show. Vladimir Putin? Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Alice Walker? I'm waiting for them to start listing dead people. You know what I mean? Like people long gone. Tony Randall? The 7th season, by the way, kicks off in March. Thank goodness, because it's been 3 weeks. Next in the dish, NBC. Let's poke fun at them now. We'll air an hour-long special honoring Betty White tonight. And Cher will make an appearance. Now get ready. Come back to the TV. Cher is doing a cover of the iconic theme song from the Golden Girls. And don't laugh at that, Eric. This is, just look.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party
Now be careful, because like a moth to a flame, when that airs, gays will just suddenly start converging around televisions. It's the mecca of my people. It's Cher singing the Golden Girls theme. You can't get any better unless she was walking in with Liza and Barbara, you know,
Will?
wearing like a Charo t-shirt, having a Cosmo in one hand. I mean, that's so meta-gay. So, it's like a Russian nesting doll. You can't get better than that.
No.
It is like a bat signal. If you play that in your neighborhood, just to put your TV outside, like in a window, and like it'll attract us. We'll just start hovering.
Just be right there.
I can't wait for that, though. It's going to be good. The special will also feature Drew Barrymore, Ellen, Tina Fey, Goldie Hawn, President Biden, Madeleine Albright.
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin. Everybody that turned down The Masked Singer will be on this. We have a lot more to come. Go get some more Sanka, more Tang. We'll be back right after this. A special guest is coming up next. He's an original Ghostbuster. Ernie Hudson will join me live to talk about the legacy of the legendary comedy and his role in the reboot. Then, these aren't your granddad's fish houses. Nope. Producer Ted is taking you on a tour of the art shanties. And Seinfeld, Yellowstone. What TV show do you hate that everyone else loves? That and more when we come back. Monday. Welcome back to the old program. We're keeping the dish going right now, direct from California. Please give it up for our good friend Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Good morning, Jason. How are you?
I'm well. We're going to have some fun a little bit later, but first, really horrible news, just awful news about a former Miss USA and TV correspondent. What happened?
Yeah, she was Chelsea Chris. She was 2019's Miss USA. And she died over the weekend, Jason. And what officials are saying, they believe that she intentionally jumped from her 9th-story balcony window in New York City. Now, Chelsea, not only, as you can see there, when she won her title, but she worked for Extra as a correspondent. Law enforcement officials are saying she did leave behind a note where she had left her possessions to her mother, and that's among some of the reasons why they believe that this was a suicide.
Just awful. Awful. There's just no words. Well, let's lighten it up a little bit. Next, former Real Housewife Lisa Vanderpump is in a lot of pain this morning. What did she do?
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately for Lisa, she has been riding a horse for 6 years, this same horse, and for whatever reason, she was riding over the weekend and she was bucked off the horse. Lisa landed flat on her back. She has a broken leg in a couple spots. Luckily, she is going to be okay, but this just another unfortunate accident for Lisa, and someone who does so much for animals. I'm sure that she's going to forgive the horse, but could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely. And finally, there was a bit of a mix-up on the Jumbotron yesterday at the Rams 49ers game. I didn't see this. What happened?
It was pretty good. So, of course, the 49ers and the Rams game here in LA yesterday, a lot of celebrities, including Leonardo DiCaprio was there. Big Sean and Jhené Aiko were there, too. But whoever was operating the scoreboard there, they called Big Sean and Jhené Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. So you can see that that's not quite who was on the board there. And Sarah Michelle Gellar actually posted about it after, saying, "Hey, I think someone needs to be fired over there. We weren't at the game."
Nope. Chiron gone wrong. And I just want to say, Brad, that has never happened here. Never.
Hey. That is hats off to your production team, then.
That's right. Have a good week, my friend. We'll see you next Monday.
Too.
For more of these stories, go to tmz.com. Well, the band is back together nearly 40 years after the original. Ghostbusters Afterlife brings a lot of familiar faces back to the legendary franchise, along with some newbies. Look at this.
I remember Revelations. And I looked as he opened the 6th seal. There was a great earthquake. Judgment Day. Raise a cult.
I'm calling about what happened in New York.
There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years.
Oh my God. What is happening here?
His grandfather was a Ghostbuster. Something was coming and he knew it.
I think we opened the gates of hell.
Hey, have you missed us?
Ghostbusters Afterlife, as you guys know, was released last year, but starting tomorrow, y'all can watch it on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, wherever you get your movies. Please welcome to the show one of the original Ghostbusters and a great guy, Ernie Hudson. Hi, Ernie.
Hi, good morning.
Ernie, what was it about this script and concept that you thought, oh, you know, took the best parts of the original and modernized it? What was it about the script that you really enjoyed?
Well, first, I really enjoyed the fact that Jason Reitman, who was 6 years old when we did the first movie, Ivan Reitman's son, who did the first two movies, was going to direct it. And I love the fact that it was moving it forward into present day with this family that's discovering it as we, the audience, discover it. So it's really very, very special. And also I love the fact that it paid tribute to Egon Spengler or Harold Ramis's character. That just made it truly, truly special.
And Ivan, I heard, was around at times on the set. And so it goes without saying that Jason obviously got the heart of the original, got the heart of the franchise. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I think when you see it, you know that he loved the first two movies. I think it would have been very difficult for someone else to do it quite the same way. But there was just a respect and appreciation for the first two movies that he brought to it. And I think for the fans who love the first two movies, this really honors them.
I always love to ask folks about the first day on the set. Maybe it's the table read, whatever it was. What was it like, Ernie, as they say, getting back together with the gang? Was the chemistry, I see you smiling already, was it like a record where, you know, you lift the needle and then, you know, you just put the needle back on and the song is the same? Is that what it's like with you guys?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I've seen all the guys, Sigourney, Annie, over the years we've run into each other at different events. But getting on the set, first off, I didn't believe it was going to happen until I was there. But when I put on the jumpsuit and the backpack and I looked over and saw Bill Murray and his jumpsuit and Dan Aykroyd, and I flashed back 40 years earlier. And yeah, it was funny and it was kind of emotional and all of that. I mean, I just love and appreciate these guys so much. And this movie's been such a big part of my life that here we are moving it forward, and that's special.
I was going to say, you know, franchises come and go, but if I was to talk to you 40 years ago, would you ever expect that 40 years later we would still be talking about Ghostbusters?
No, I don't think anyone could have expected that. You know, most movies come out, they have their run, and then they kind of disappear, and the next movie comes along. But the fact that Ghostbusters, I was surprised after 5 years.
Yeah.
People were still singing the song and wearing the jumpsuits, and 10, 15, 20, 30, 35 years later, they still love the movie, and that's very, very special.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you know, obviously we're here in Minneapolis. The show goes all over, but we're here in Minneapolis. You at one time, you lived here. Are you still here part-time, Ernie, or did you move?
Well, we finally moved. You know, my wife's from Minnesota, born and raised there. And her parents have now made their transition, but we came back to be close to them. And I love Minneapolis. It's where my career started, was at the Theater and Round in Minneapolis. So we always have ties to Minnesota. And but we finally did sell our house and move back to the West Coast.
People don't know it, Ernie, and I love that you said that. We're a great theater town, aren't we, my friend?
And you know what? The best. Outside of, I think Minneapolis has the most theaters outside of New York. I mean, there's a love for theater, and it's very, very special. I'm so thankful to have been able to come there and work, and that's where I found my I don't know, my balance was in Minnesota.
Well, it was special for us to have you on the show. We're a big fan here. Thank you for taking the time, Ernie. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Great talking to you.
Great talking to you. Ghostbusters Afterlife, as I said, hits Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, however, it's everywhere. Apple TV tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. Next in the dish, CBS Sunday Morning profiled a truck stop. And you're thinking, why are you talking about this? Because it's not just any convenience store. Buc-ee's is a roadside staple in Texas. Look at this.
And boasts 2 world records for the world's largest gas station and the world's longest car wash.
Whoa. Technicolor. Haven't seen that before.
But the most popular attraction at Buc-ee's might be its restrooms, voted the best bathrooms in the nation back in 2012.
Lots of space, tile floor to ceiling, well lit.
Applin designed the restrooms himself.
This is very spacious, very private.
If the bathrooms are the number 1 and number 2 reasons for going to Buc-ee's, the number 3 might be this.
Fresh chopped brisket on the board! Oh, look at that!
In 2017.
Yeah, brisket from an award-winning Barbecue King right there, available at Buc-ee's. I've had the chance to go into a Buc-ee's when I was in Dallas, and it is a wonderland. And they have you name something, they have it. Fresh roasted nuts. They have an ice cream shop. They have the brisket. They have amazing sandwiches. They have crafts. They have sweatshirts. You can buy little Bucky the Beaver things. And the guy and his partner, there's no board of directors. There's no investors. It's those 2 guys. He opened the first one, a normal sized convenience store back in the 80s, and kept it. He wanted to keep it private so that he could do his vision. It's a hoot. I mean, I hope they come here because the owner plans to expand far beyond the great state of Texas. So keep your eyes peeled for a Buc-ee near you. Isn't that cool?
It was cool. I loved watching just how huge it was. Like those aerial perspectives. It was nuts. It looked like a Costco, but it's a convenience store.
It is. It's like a Costco, car wash, barbecue joint. You name something. Fabulous bathrooms. And don't we love that? I mean, when you pull off to a truck stop, because I do that often, I want a nice restroom.
It's true. I love the restrooms at Quick Trip. They're great. Oh gosh. Okay.
Just wanted to get everyone back to the TV. Wanted all my people to meerkat, like, Cher's here. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Keeping them on their toes, Kendall. Welcome back. I'm very grateful you're here. Thanks for watching. Well, dozens of fish houses are out on Lake Harriet right now, and they're a bit more decked out than your average. I said average. Than your average shanty. Recently, producer Ted braved the sub-zero temps. He's so brave, and checked out the Art Shanty Project to see what it's all about. Look.
Well, first of all, it's a great day to wear a mask.
It's perfect.
What are the art shanties?
Artist groups get together to build shanties like this from their own imaginations. And then on the weekends, they're activated and the public's welcome to join in on the fun. There's a lot of exchange, there are games, people have flash mobs and they ice skate and do yoga on the frozen lake, all kinds of things.
I heard some of these are interactive.
Mm-hmm. All of them, yeah.
All of them are?
All of them are interactive. That is sort of the jam of art shanties, is that we want visitors to become artists alongside us.
All right, now I can't go in this one. but I'm told there is one over here that's a little, I can get out some aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some artists here today from Reduce, Reuse, Rage. And they're all about getting out your feelings. Anything you've been feeling over the last long 2 years, you can smash some ice. It's like an ice rage room.
You know what made me rageful the other day? Boo! Oh, sucks for you. When you brought nuts for the squirrels at my house. Because now the squirrels at my house are eating so much bird food. I have this gorgeous bird feeder with so much food, and all of it is going to the squirrels that Eric himself fed. Because I've got this pole, and they've like climbed up the pole and like they're doing this. So I put Vaseline on the pole. I put Vaseline on the pole.
Part of my job is picking up trash.
At the first few days, they were sliding all over the pole. Oh, what a loser! Well, now they figured out a way to clean the pole off. Totally.
How do they clean it?
They just know how to do it.
Do they like shimmy down or something?
No, I think they use their tail and.
Okay.
But there's like, I can put Vaseline on it and like an hour later it's gone. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's what makes me angry.
Wow. If you're feeling some feels, you can grab any object. We got some different shapes. We got a heart if you're feeling, a little something. And we have smaller objects too. If you want to let out some rage and feels.
Have you ever had like someone scream about squirrels as they're throwing?
Actually, someone wrote something about squirrels on the board, I think, or it was about cats, but no one screamed about them yet. I think some people kind of sit and wait with it and kind of like think about what they're raging about.
Are you squirrels? I'm coming for you. Yeah! I think that worked.
Ted.
Hello.
Is that well, first of all, you're not going to see that on The View, right, Ted?
A dancing squirrel.
If people are wondering, why should I watch this crap instead of The View, right there.
Yep.
Ted, you know I love you, and you know I would never ever make fun of you publicly. But you do know that young lady couldn't have cared less about your squirrel story, right?
Couldn't have cared less.
Couldn't have cared.
She was looking for trash to pick up while I was telling her the story.
No, she did not care at all. No. Was it cool out there though?
It was cool. It was if you're not into ice skating or ice fishing or whatever people do on frozen lakes, this is a chance to go out on a frozen lake and wander.
Okay, now back to you now again, I would never ever make fun of you publicly, but the crew, and that includes Kendall, and we were talking in here, and I know
it includes Kendall. Great.
Yeah, and I know that you referred to the squirrel as a loser, right? The loser squirrel.
Yes.
But can we just ask a legitimate question? And Ted, I'm the conduit for the viewer at home.
Sure.
Who's the bigger loser? The squirrel or the guy wasting hours of his day videotaping the squirrels?
I will text people updates after lunch when I'm standing there eating a cookie, watching squirrels jump on the pole.
And finally, I am a little worried, not about you. Now we're done with you. Now I'm worried about Eric. Because he's the only human being I've ever met that has an abundance of nuts ready to go.
He apparently walks around with nuts in his pockets.
Okay, Ted, underneath my desk, I'm holding a walnut that Eric gave me. Who does that?
Eric, apparently.
Eric, apparently. Thank you for your work. I know you braved those. You were very brave.
It was very cold.
We feel very bad for you. The great Ted Johnson, everyone. The Art Shanty Project will stick around through this weekend. For more information, go to artshantyprojects.org. And to that woman that had to put up with Ted, on behalf of all of us here on The Jason Show, we're very sorry. We'll be right back. The walnut, if anyone wants it. Kendall? Executive producer Jeff just had to remind me of something that I read last week. I hate when that happens.
It's hard.
It's just bad memory, you know? Welcome back to the show. It is your chance, dear friends, to become a Jason VIP. We're calling it JVIPs. You can sign up today at fox9.com/JVIP. Again, fox9.com/JVIP. Upload a picture and tell us what you love about the show. 3 days a week, we'll feature JVIPs on the show. And if you get featured, you'll win a Jason Show mug. Plus, one viewer will win the monthly grand prize. You'll be able to come into the studio and watch the show live and get the ultimate JVIP treatment. You might even get a walnut from Eric. That person also gets That person also gets a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World. Thank you, Becker. And a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. Thank you, Woodhouse. I love a spa. Keep in mind, the in-studio experience will depend on the COVID situation at the time. Once again, sign up. Go to fox9.com/JVIP. Well, you guys have been flooding our inboxes with messages over the last few days, and that means it's time to open up the Jason Show mailbag.
You got mail.
So a lot of you had thoughts on the tearjerkers that we talked about last week. We did our list of the best tearjerkers. Our first question comes from Vic. Hi, Vic. I loved your segment on the best tearjerkers, but Jason, you missed two. How can you not include Old Yeller and Love Story? No one has ever left those movies without watery eyes. Absolutely. Old Yeller is I should have went back a little further into the vaults. You're absolutely right, Vic. Old Yeller. Have you ever seen Old Yeller?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible. Any dog movie I can't do.
I know.
Like you mentioned Marley and Me. Can't do it. Can't do it. And then Love Story. That one, I don't know if that one's aged well. Sorry, Vic. I love you, Vic, but I don't know. Isn't that the one? No one ever loved doesn't mean any. Yeah. If you don't know what Vic is talking about, here's a clip from a dramatic scene in the 1957 Walt Disney hit Old Yeller.
Getting her, boy. Get her, Yeller. Bust her again. Try it again, sister. Old Yeller will bust you wide open.
Strangely, that happened to photographer Eric over the weekend as well. He encountered that activity. Mm-hmm. Audrey asks, have you seen the Shadowlands? Shadowlands starred Anthony Hopkins and Deborah Winger and followed the relationship between C.S. Lewis and poet Joy Davidman. No, I have not. Have you seen it?
No, I had never heard of it.
And I'm getting a thumbs up from Jeff. I should watch. I like both of those actors. Mm-hmm. Deborah Winger is a little bit of a pill, but I do like her acting. I can separate her pillness from her acting ability. What are you laughing at?
I just can never, you can't ever say Deborah Winger to me ever again because all I can think of is the Deborah Wingers that you made up.
Oh, the Red Wing. I want your
the Red Wing Wingers should now be the
yeah.
Wingers.
And I think no offense, but I think they're missing an opportunity for the Red Wing schools to not be the Deborah Wingers.
Fight like a Deborah Wingers, people.
What? Ask Shirley MacLaine how she fights. DP asks, I love your show. Are you and Kendall siblings? Someone told me that you are.
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's more like father-daughter. I could have birthed her. Yeah.
You could have birthed me.
Well, let me do the math here. You never ask a lady her age. How old are you?
I'm 32. Technically, yes, you could. Be
I
my
could
father.
have, had I gotten real busy right after prom. You know what I mean?
On the waterbed.
You know, and I had just gone right to Enchantment Under the Sea or whatever mine was. No, the Roaring 20s. If I would have went right to the, yeah. But no, we're not siblings. We're not related.
No.
At all. Our next comment comes from Chad. Hi, Chad. Regarding Ted and his bird feeder. He needs to use a Slinky instead of Vaseline. Can I tell you, that is a sentence I never thought I would read on television. He'll just get a good laugh. Just YouTube it. Ted, Slinky, not Vaseline.
Stop.
We'll be right back.
I know, dude, but that's like Jamie's whole deal. Like, she would say that.
Hey, Mart. Who is that?
Sorry, this is my friend Connor. Con, these are the guys I was telling you about?
What's up?
Hey.
Con, if I got tapas, would you want in?
Yeah, the usual. What do I owe you?
Oh, don't worry about it. You got the Uber last night. Come on, guys, seriously, we have to get to writing. So I'm thinking maybe something where...
Is Connor practicing violin?
Yeah, just ignore me, though.
He needs to practice, man.
Is Jost around, by the way?
Jost?
Connor wanted to pitch him some update jokes.
Something like, what do you call a white with dreadlocks?
Dude! Oh, my God. Sorry if he's not being the most PC.
God, they totally sound like Jacob right now.
Totally.
Who is Jacob?
Just some nerd in Con's grade. Y'all want tapas or just me and the C train? Downtown!
Morton, why are you friends with a 10-year-old?
Because we get along, man. I was tired of only hanging out with my toxic work friends.
Toxic? What are you were hanging out with a kid.
Oh my God, it's not like we hook up.
Well, dude, how are we supposed to know? It's
All
like
right.
a weird message that's coming across.
How did you guys meet?
We're on the same soccer team.
The SNL writers with another sketch over the weekend. Welcome back to the show. Over the weekend, I got the chance to watch a show a lot of you have been telling me to watch. Yellowstone. The show is now in its 4th season over there on the Paramount Network, and you guys know this. It stars Kevin Costner. If you haven't seen any of it, here's a little clip from the season 1 trailer.
You're a cowboy today.
You don't act like the man from the stories I've heard.
That's the thing about being a grandfather. I get to do all the things I wish I'd done with my children. Woo! And the things I regret, I get to do different.
Yellowstone's available on Paramount Network, and the first 3 seasons are on Peacock. Yeah. Here's the deal. I appreciated everyone coming up to me, and I've gotten this version of email, tweet, DM, people coming up to me at the hardware store. I'm never in a hardware store, but whatever, and saying the following to me, some version of this. Jace, you should really watch Yellowstone. It's very similar to Dallas, my beloved show. Mm-hmm. Last night, finally, after a year and whatever hearing this, we watched 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. And I'm here to tell you that the only thing that's similar is the fact that there's cattle and Stetsons in both shows. That's it. It's the only similarity.
So you loved it?
No, I did not love it.
Oh.
It is, I don't know what I expected. I don't mind violence. I watch scary movies, but I did not expect the level of kind of grossness. It was like right the first scene of the pilot. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh. And then later on, there's another dead person, and then there's a dead animal, and then someone runs over an animal, and then they show things, and it's, I don't get, I don't get overly, I don't clutch the pearls a lot, but it just wasn't what I expected, and I did not love it, and everyone does. I'm going to continue, but I did not love it, and it's very manly. It is a very manly show. Like, I feel like I should, like, burp and like scratch, while I'm watching it.
And like chop wood. And
it is very masculine. Oh yeah, it's uber. Well, so this got us talking in the office today. So on our Facebook page, we asked you, what show do you hate that everyone else loves? And we got hundreds of responses. Deanna says, Friends, and reality shows like The Housewives and The Bachelor. Sorry, Ted, and me too. And listen to this. Gina agrees with Friends. She goes, she says, I'd rather shave my head with a cheese grater than watch that show.
Ow.
Speaking of gratuitous violence, that's just a visual I don't want in my head for a Monday. Janelle says Game of Thrones.
Shame.
This isn't going to come as a surprise. I got to season 3 and I stopped. There's just too many characters. I had the closed caption on. I had a map in front of me. I'm not joking. I literally had a map.
A family tree?
I had a family tree, and I couldn't keep up. I'm too dumb. I'm too dumb for that show. Allie has a list: The View, thank you, Allie, Ellen, The Voice, and Bleeps Creek. Oh, okay, now I loved you until that last one. Bleeps Creek is one of my all-time favorites, but I get it. It's a very particular kind of humor. Anne has a popular one, Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. That was not, Jeff, was that on the list a lot? I can imagine, yeah.
That's mine.
Either you love it or you don't. And you don't love Breaking Bad?
I tried so many times to get into it. Nope.
Yeah. Next, several of you, like Chad, Becky, Tracy, Renee, Jason Matheson, all said Seinfeld. Yeah, I've said this publicly before. I don't. It's not my tomato soup. It's not my cup of soup.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. Laura says This Is Us. Yeah, I'm with her. It is too saccharine. Oh.
I love it. It's a good cry every time I watch. It's
No,
so
it is like a Hallmark movie with a spoonful of Unisom. Yeah. It is. Oh, yeah.
Jason, it's beautiful.
It is?
Yes.
No.
The love story.
No.
The bobbing and the weaving.
I know, everyone loves it. Please don't email me. It's just, you guys, some of you don't like Dallas. I get it. It's subjective. But anyway, great list. This is so, thank you for responding. We knew this would get, because everyone has it. We're going to take a break. The surprise goodbye in the shortest segment when we come back. Back in a moment. Got everyone talking. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for being here. Okay, here we go. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Thank you. After years of delays, fans of the iconic 80s cartoon will finally see the return to the big screen. Which one? This one. That's right, a live-action version of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is finally going to happen, and it's heading to Netflix. Kyle Allen, who plays one of the Jets in the new West Side Story, will play He-Man. You guys know I love this, but I don't know about the casting. TBD. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Is he big enough? Hold on to your wigs and keys. Here we go. Kendall joins me again, and it's time for the surprise goodbye. We are in the dark about what the producers have put into this segment until now. Today, he's the quarterback everyone's talking about. 25-year-old Joe Burrow led his team, the Bengals, to the Super Bowl yesterday, but many people are wondering about his pre-game outfit. The guy dubbed Joe Cool rocked a fur coat, black turtleneck, diamond-studded chain, and sunglasses. Look familiar? Many people, including The Rock himself, are comparing Joe's looks to Rock's famous throwback, minus the fanny pack. That's fantastic.
So good.
Tomorrow on the show, Stephanie Hansen, who does have a fanny pack, has tips and recipes to how to do chicken wings in the air fryer. We'll see. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.